Hey everybody, Sean McGinnis here, and I have got Steve Papoutzis from Visceral Games at my side, and we're about to demo Dead Space 2. Steve, thank you for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Sean. It's great to be here. Hey everybody. Woo!
I should probably mention that it's not just Steve at our stage demo here, it's actually Isaac Clarke himself, who,
right there.
I guess you've flown him in from the Sprawl for the day, or is
I just thought he'd do a little visit. He wanted to check out what we were doing.
All right, nice.
Everything cool? Cool.
So while we're booting up the game here, you've actually been pretty busy this show. You've been at a couple different press conferences.
Yeah, it's been really great. Getting to represent the Dead Space 2 team back at Visceral Games. Woo! And it's been great. Getting to show it off to people and getting to do the EA press conference and then the Sony press conference has been awesome.
All right, nice. So tell us about the demo that we've got going on today. What are we about to see, Steve?
Absolutely. So the first thing you're going to see for everybody out there that's concerned, Isaac's wearing his classic mining suit. The demo takes place kind of deep in the heart of the Church of Unitology on the Sprawl. So yeah, that's what we got right here, and there he goes.
So one of the big differences is the fact that you're not confined to the Ishimura in this game. You're in a different place. You're in the Sprawl. What sort of gameplay differences does that offer? Not being in that one confined location.
Well, we're really looking forward to just delivering a bunch of different looking environments for players. We want to mix it up quite a bit. We're hoping that every time the player gets to a new part of the game, it's a new experience from a visual standpoint. The art team's done a fantastic job on really realizing these spaces and mixing it up quite a bit. The original Dead Space on the Ishimura, really awesome looking, but we kind of had a lot of browns in there, and,
right,
very industrial. I think it was perfectly fit for that game, but this time we're really turning the artists loose and letting them really dig into the game. And here you're getting to see a little bit of an ice look here with these caskets. And you're going to get to see something else new here in a sec. Yep. So that's the puker. He's a new enemy, and you can see here he's regurgitating or puking on Isaac. And pop goes the head. So that's a new guy. So some of the other new things that we're really trying to do here is, add more fluidity to all the animations. So you'll see that Isaac is actually kind of moving smoother. The animations are smoother. We're hoping people really enjoy and see that. And we're really focusing on trying to dial in the control and the feel of Isaac, so it's a natural extension of the player. So when they pick up the controls, it's just buttery smooth. They can just get right into the game, and the controls really, help bring out the fun.
Nice.
Here you see a little impalement with a severed slasher blade. Another puker there. Get a little slow-mo vomit.
Now, you talked a little about one of the new necromorphs in the game. As far as the weapons in the game go, what do we have available, and are they still very focused on a primary fire and an alternate fire?
Absolutely. So each weapon still has as you said, the primary and alt fire. Right there, you're getting to see a look at the javelin gun. That's a brand new weapon. Basically, the idea with this guy is that it will fire a big javelin spike into an enemy and impale him to a surface, and the alt fire of it actually electrocutes and incinerates enemies, as you can see there. So what's cool about that one is if you actually shoot one into a pack of necromorphs and they're standing kind of bunched up, it'll actually arc out and damage multiple enemies. So it's a fun weapon, something we really like. Here's the TK impalement again, where he grabbed that severed slasher blade and fired it back. So if you're running out of ammo and you're backed into a corner, you can just grab a severed limb and just fire it back at an enemy.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that you told me a while ago, is that TK is it's a bigger part of combat now because it's easier to use in the heat of battle, right?
Yes, absolutely. We really wanted to, again, listening to our players and watching people play the game, it was used a lot for puzzles, but in the middle of combat, players never really used it. So what we did is we made it much more responsive. We made it easier for people to use it in the middle of combat and really, turn the tables on the enemies. One of the big themes with Dead Space 2 is actually turning the necromorphs' limbs and appendages against other necromorphs. So actually turning enemy against enemy, so to speak. Here what you're seeing is one of our engineering-centric puzzles. So Isaac's found his way into a gravity control room, and here he's going to do a little mini game where he's going to hack into this panel and actually start manipulating this puzzle and actually turn off gravity in this space. And then people get to see the new 0G that we've got this time out.
So I'll start taking some reader questions now. Brian from Poland is wondering, Dead Space 2, is it going to be scary or is it going to be more action and less scary?
Ooh, Sean.
That's tough.
Got to tell you, Sean.
Don't blame Brian from Poland.
What do you think, Isaac? More scary? It's pretty scary being you, right?
Isaac agrees.
I think we're going more scary.
More scary.
Definitely.
I like it. I like
Definitely.
it. Nice. Let's see what else we've got here. With Daniel Bernstrom from Uppsala, Sweden, is wondering, is there going to be some interaction between the characters from Dead Space and the characters from Extraction? Are we going to see some intermingling there?
All right, well, hey, Daniel, thanks for playing Extraction. Super cool. That's a really neat idea. I can't really say anything about that because I'd be headed into Spoiler Town, and I don't really want to go to Spoiler Town.
All right. Oh, hey, here we go, a little bit of Zero-G.
There it is. There's some Zero-G right there. Zero-G in the mix.
I noticed that he's not just going straight to the other side of the room, but he's kind of like free floating around at will. Yeah, that's a little bit new, isn't it?
Exactly. We're mixing it up. We've got those jets on the back of Isaac's suit now, and he's able to actually propel himself in full 360-degree space. So it's going to be a lot more fun for players to be able to zoom around and check out things and explore.
Troy Lawrence is wondering if we're going to see exclusive outfits for each system again, like we saw in the first Dead Space.
Well, Troy, that's a very good question and something that we will consider. Thanks a lot for asking.
Let's see. Mads Osted is wondering, is Isaac going to have more of a speaking part in Dead Space 2?
Well, Mads, Isaac didn't say anything last time, so if last time Isaac was at a 0 on the talking, we're looking to get him to about a 2.5, maybe a 3. We don't want to turn him into any kind of weird, like, talky talk guy that's like busting off one-liners. He's a stoic guy, and when he talks, he has something important to say. So there will be speech in it, and actually on this little demo here, you can hear a little bit of him speaking for the first time ever. Thanks for the question.
All right, let's see. Leo Carter is wondering, are most of the weapons still engineering and mining equipment, or are we going to see like more military type weapons?
Well, Leo, actually Isaac does like to use himself some mining and engineering tools, but who knows? Who knows what you're going to find? Again, Spoiler Town, don't want to go there, but we definitely still retain the idea of mining and engineering centric weapons.
All right, so I mean, people seem to be totally excited by Dead Space 2 because the questions just keep coming, Steve. Let's see. Well, one of the questions we've got here is from Willem Caro, who seems to have had his question answered right now. It's about changing your outfit.